Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today we are in Masjid Negara. We get one volunteer in MTG work. This is Brother Latif. And now I'm going to ask you some questions about MTG. So the first one question I will ask, how many tourists come in Masjid Negara one day, basically?
MTG means Masjid Tourist Guides. So we are based in the Masjid Negara, and we receive about 500 to 1,000 tourists daily, both Muslims and non-Muslims.
Okay, second, what are they doing in Masjid Negara?
Okay, there are various categories of the tourists that come to the Masjid. Number one is organized scheduled stop for group travelers from overseas. Number two, the walk-in tourists who are freelance touring Malaysia. And number three are family-oriented tourists. They come from outside Malaysia and outside Kuala Lumpur, and they make a stop at the Masjid.
So when the tourists come in, what preparations they will do before entering Masjid?
Okay, the Masjid opens at 9 o'clock in the morning, and they'll be there just before the opening hours. And number one, they have to register their names, their nationality, and number of people that come together. And then the people at the counter, they provide them robes suitable for the masjid attire, adab and akhlaq, to present a decorum for visiting the masjid. Then they proceed on their own, unless they are our guide to assist them in a walking guided tour of the masjid.
Okay, so after the tourists have come in Masjid, so how does MTG volunteer receive them?
I think the guests that we receive to our house, all our guests to our household, this is a guest from Allah. They're guests for Allah. And therefore we must receive them with open arms. We smile at them, we read them in the various languages we are capable of, either in Chinese, English, Mandarin, or other languages we are good at, and we make them feel welcome. And we also ask them how much time they have to spend at the masjid. Then we can prolong their stay over here.
So what will the volunteer talk or speak to the non-Muslim tourists?
Right. Non-Muslim come here as per se, like I said earlier, part of their package. So they may have maybe like 5-10 minutes to take pictures, and then we call them touch and go tourists.
Yeah.
Number two, those who have interest learning about Islam. And number three, those who have interest learning about Islamic architecture in general, and also the function of the masjid. Then we will then concentrate on those specific questions they raise during the conversation, informal conversation.
So when the volunteer talking to the tourists, what kind of skill or method do they have?
Right. Number one, you are a volunteer. You're serving Allah. Very important. And when you do this job, as we have sincerely doing it without any form of decadence, i.e. free, and yet very good communication skills, and be able to sacrifice your good time, and also to have a good sound knowledge of Islam in general, and the actual masjid you have to go out, from architecture, history, and functions.
Okay. So can you tell me the main point of Islam and knowledge when talking to the nuns?
Right. So like you want to learn something new.
Yeah.
So you must into something specific about Islam in general. So normally we'll talk about Tawheed, the oneness of God, believe in one God, the basic conversation.
So the volunteers also need to get training before they volunteer?
Oh yes, every school of discipline you go to, you must have a basic good knowledge. So we train our volunteers from the beginning, the induction course, and then when they further they observe later on intermediate courses, and then advanced level. So then they're free to be doing on their own as per schedule.
So the next question will be, how many volunteers in Masjid Negara?
Currently we have 20 volunteers.
20 volunteers. Will you get more volunteers?
Oh yes, we're doing our training every month, so we hope to get more than 20. We would like to have a target of 100 volunteers.
accreditation the MTG in other masjid? How are they?
Our base is in Masjid Negara, and every movement of other masjid are being supervised over here. That should there be any interest to be performing or training, then we conduct training in various masjid besides Masjid Negara.
Okay, that's all my question today. Thank you so much, Malati.
Right, my pleasure. And I've been doing it since 2008. We've been touring all over Malaysia introducing this program until Sabah and Sarawak and future in Kedah, inshallah. You must have a gift of gap, meaning you enjoy something you do, so therefore the interest comes by itself automatically. When you talk to people, you feel very good sharing the knowledge of Islam in general, and of course you make new friends along the way. So alhamdulillah, been doing it for quite a long time, and every day I meet new people, Muslim and non-Muslim, and we keep in touch by email and Facebook, and it's a good feeling.
Okay, my name is Sister Azwan Martin. I was born in Australia, but after getting married, I've stayed in Malaysia for the last almost 50 years. I've been volunteering at this program for more than 10 years. What's my feeling?
Yeah.
It's not really a matter of feeling, because reaching out to people who are not Muslim is a duty. So it's something you feel you have to do. So I try my best to do it. I just do whatever I can do with whatever I know. Try and do my best. That's all.
Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Suryati. I'm origin from Kelantan, but I'm studying here since 2006 and working here. After that, I started doing this thing February 2013. But before I doing another volunteering, but this one just started. So this year my 4th year already. For me, the feeling is before, like as a fresh graduate, we just think about yourself, like you want to have a job, have a house, have a family, and then that's it. But for me, like after that, once there have a time that God tests me, like for me to think about how I contribute to the community and how I contribute to other people. So at that time, I started to do think about people and do volunteering job. Started with the native people program, with the Dakwah program with Zakir Naik, and then at the end I do offer by my boss to do this one. So alhamdulillah, meet different type of people, and then you spread the beauty of Islam. And then you also, when you don't know how to answer them, you do also increase your knowledge by searching for that things. And then it's good to do something and to be in the mosque. Like it's always remind you when you forgot, when you behave not really good. So it's always a reminder for you, reflection for you to always go back to the path, the straight path. Thank you.
So right now I am at the entrance of the National Mosque, and I will put the purple robe to go inside. Okay, now on this board you can see they explain each step, and they explain how many times we need to pray a day. So as I can read, you have to pray 5 times each day, and the prayer can be performed at any clean place facing the Mecca. So there is 8 steps. 8 steps, yeah. You have so many brochures, and you can have a little read and relax around the mosque. the architecture. The architecture of the mosque.
Okay.
What is the architecture?
It's Moorish.
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 Pengunjung ke Masjid Putra sentiasa dialu-alukan. Layanan mesra petugas tanpa mengira latar belakang agama dan bangsa. Dari Islamic Outreach, Angkatan Belia Islam Malaysia atau ABIDIN, yang mana sukarelawan ini akan sentiasa berada di Masjid Putra untuk mengendalikan program penerangan kepada pengunjung-pengunjung yang datang.
Hi, Christine here of YesNomads.com, and today we're going to show you the Masjid JAMEK Mosque in Kuala Lumpur. This mosque was built in 1909 under British colonization. It is considered the oldest mosque in Kuala Lumpur. Non-Muslims cannot actually visit the inside of the mosque, but you can have a look outside of it. And now we will show you a friendly man who we met at the visitor area. He will talk a little bit about Islam.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. This is calling. Every time we emphasize 5 times of calling to pray, that this is a new time for prayer. This is our book. And Muslims, we pray 5 times a day depending on the language and the scripture of Al-Quran. And we don't do any form of translation. Because if you translate from high level language to other type of language, something will change. And also to keep our Islamic unity, if I go Japan, if I go China, if I go any place in the world, open the book, same chapter, same verse, same number of the verse, and I read. It is inside not only the verse, like if I want to read as a newspaper, even with the tone. So if I want to read, it will become something like وَكَمْ قَصَمْنَا مِنْ قَرْيَةٍ كَانَتْ ظَالِمَةً وَأَنشَأْنَا بَعْدَهَا قَوْمًا آخَرِينَ فَلَمَّا أَحَسُّوا بَأْسَنَا إِذَا هُمْ مِنْهَا يَرْكُضُونَ. So this is how we read, with recitation. Even this country is not Arab country, but if you give to child, they can read.
So everyone who is Muslim is supposed to be able to read Arabic.
And at least memorize some chapters, not only reading.
So they have to go to school.
Yeah, of course. This is in the just normal schools, they study this. Every place where there is Muslims, at least they need. When I went to China, I went to Beijing, and I find also one Islamic area. It's amazing me that they cannot communicate a word in Arabic language, but they are very professional.